ASE Practice Test 2026 Automotive Service Excellence, Full Course ASE Certification Introduction. Question 1. An engine cranks but will not start. A technician uses a scan tool and finds DTCP0335, crankshaft position sensor. What is the most likely cause? Bad engine position sensor ground. Defective cam position sensor. Open power circuit to ignition coil 1. Abnormal scope pattern. A bad ground for the crankshaft position sensor, CKP, will typically prevent the engine from starting and set code P0335. Question 2. Which test should be performed first when an engine cranks but does not start? Ground circuit check, ignition circuit check, fuel pressure test, compression test. Checking the ignition circuit is often one of the first diagnostic steps for a no-start condition. Question 3. A running vacuum test shows the needle fluctuating rapidly between 12 and 24 inches of mercury as engine speed increases. This indicates clogged fuel filter, broken valve spring, worn piston rings, stuck open EGR valve. A broken or weak valve spring causes rapid vacuum fluctuations that worsen at higher RPMs. Question 4. Which condition is indicated by a spark knock, detonation? EGR valve always open, EGR valve always closed, clogged air filter, faulty oxygen sensor. A closed EGR valve prevents exhaust gas from cooling the combustion chamber, leading to spark knock. Question 5. The OBD2 system interprets a disconnected spark plug as a misfire. On which trip will the mill typically turn on? First trip, second trip, third trip, fourth trip. Misfires that could damage the catalyst are typically type A codes and turn the mill on during the first trip. Question 6. Which I/M test uses a dynamometer to simulate a single-weight loaded mode test? Acceleration simulation mode, ASM, two-speed idle test, evaporative emission test. The ASM test uses a dynamometer to simulate real-world driving conditions with a specific load. Question 7. High carbon monoxide readings on a 5-gas analyzer usually indicate lean mixture, rich mixture, ignition misfire, worn rings. High CO is a direct indicator of an overly rich airfuel mixture. Question 8. How many questions are typically on the ASE A1 engine repair exam? 40, 50, 60, 75. The A1 engine repair test typically contains 60 scored questions. Question 9. The ASE A6 exam covers which of the following? Brake systems, heating and air conditioning, electrical/electronic systems, engine performance. ASE A6 is dedicated to electrical/electronic systems. Question 10. To become ASE certified, a technician must pass an exam and have how much relevant work experience? 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. Standard ASE certification requires passing the exam and 2 years of relevant work experience. Question 11. Which of the following describes the Technician A and Technician B question style? Multiple choice with 2 correct answers, true/false, evaluating 2 statements for correctness, matching. ASE questions often ask if Tech A, Tech B, both, or neither are correct. Question 12. What is the purpose of the ASE G1 test? Engine repair, auto maintenance and light repair, electronic diesel diagnosis, hybrid vehicle safety. The G1 test focuses on maintenance and light repair tasks. Question 13. How often must an ASE certified technician recertify? Every year, every 2 years, every 5 years, every 10 years. ASE certifications expire every 5 years, requiring recertification. Question 14. Which component is responsible for monitoring the crankshaft's position and speed? MAP sensor, CKP sensor, TPS sensor, MAF sensor. The crankshaft position, CKP, sensor monitors engine speed and position. Question 15. A technician finds DTCP0300. This indicates a specific cylinder misfire, a random/multiple cylinder misfire, a catalytic converter failure, low fuel pressure. P0300 is the code for random or multiple cylinder misfires. Question 16. What does a scan tool, freeze frame, provide? Live data while driving, data stored at the time a DTC was set, a list of all possible repairs, the technician's notes. Freeze frame data captures engine parameters at the exact moment a fault occurred. Question 17. Which sensor measures the amount of air entering the engine? Oxygen sensor, TPS, MAF sensor, IET sensor. The mass airflow, MAF, sensor measures the incoming air volume. Question 18. A check engine light is flashing. This usually means oil change is due. A misfire is occurring that can damage the catalyst. The gas cap is loose. The battery is low. A flashing mill indicates a severe misfire that requires immediate attention to prevent catalyst damage. Question 19. Which test is best for diagnosing a head gasket leak? Fuel pressure test, cylinder leak down test, alternator output test, brake bleed test. A leak down test can identify air escaping into the cooling system from a leaking head gasket. Question 20. In a 4-cycle engine, the 4 strokes are intake, power, exhaust, reset, intake, compression, power, exhaust, start, run, idle, stop, up, down, left, right. The 4 strokes are intake, compression, power, and exhaust.